Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today we have a very interesting twist on the Halo comp. I'm not sure if it can even be considered a Halo comp anymore because it's missing two of its main characters, but we are going to be playing with a damaged man-at-arms, and we have the emboldening vapors to make him very powerful. Now we're playing against kind of a stress and damage team, feels like there's a lot of collateral damage here. And before we go for anything else, we have to remember that the Man-at-Arms is going to be a damaged Man-at-Arms. He is going to have emboldening vapors, he's going to be quite strong, but he's supporting the Arbalest damage, so we still have to play around the Arbalest being our main damage tool, and in case the characters don't drop to their store, or in case we need to do something, we can daze them, we can use Crush, and we will do a decent amount of damage. Sadly, the Man-at-Arms only has a 6 to 13 damage base. It would be really nice if he had 7 to 14. I think he has 7 to 14 in the base game, or maybe his damage was nerfed in the base game as well. I remember hearing something about that, but yeah, it is pretty sad that he does not have the 7 to 14 base, because then he would actually do some decent damage with Crush. But you know, he might still be able to do enough. I'm gonna just drop an emboldening vapors on him right now. I don't feel like going for an immediate sniper shot. I could do that. My Plague Doctor does also have finisher, so she's kind of the support finisher on this team instead of the Jester, because well, we don't have space for him. Or else, you know, if we brought the Jester here, the Man-at-Arms really wouldn't do that much damage, so we just had to do this. Now I'm gonna drop a sniper shot. I do get a crit, so the Occultist does drop down to 0, and now is when the Crush Man-at-Arms becomes actually really good, and almost as good as a Stunned Crusader, because the Arbalest is going to heal, right? Even if she gets a big heal, Crush will do more damage than what the Stunning Boy would have dealt, right? So we do... Oh, that's one Emboldening Vapors and the Veteran's Gauntlet, and I'm still only doing 7 to 14. Well, do I get the days on that at least? Oh my god, yeah, this is why you don't play damage Man-at-Arms. I was just about to hype him up. He was doing great there for half a second, because, you know, drop a character down to 0, drop a daze on them, which means no weird reconstruction. That would mean that this Occultist was essentially dead, but no, now he's gonna stay alive for way longer, and I guess I'm just gonna drop another emboldening vapors before I die. Yeah. Sorry, Man-at-Arms, you're trash. You are absolute trash. Veteran's Gauntlet makes it so you only have a 70% stun chance with your abilities. Well, a daze chance, and that means it's only a 60 against 10% stun resistance. And having to go for plays that risky feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. I also didn't bring Retribution because, you know, this is damaged Man-at-Arms, this isn't repulsed Man-at-Arms. Yeah, here we just have to keep on going aggressive, or else things aren't gonna pan out too well for us, because there's 3 healers on my opponent's side, and if I only have 3 actions, I'll never be able to get a kill, especially considering that Occultist has very big heals. So yeah, we do have to take him out eventually. Here comes Battlefield Bandage, heals for 8 again. I will just drop a Crush here. This time it's doing more damage. 8 to 17 is already looking a bit better. Okay, the Occultist does have 20% protection. I didn't see that. He does have 20% protection. It does make sense that he's actually not taking that much damage, yeah. But I still think Crush could be doing a little more. So, there, the Crusader just goes Zealous Accusation, which I think was a massive misplay, because you could have saved this Occultist for a very long time, but you decide to just go for the greedy Zealous, and I'm okay with it. I am totally okay with it. Honestly, it would make more sense to have this Man-at-Arms at least have the Retribution. Like, instead of Defender, you could have Retribution here, so you'd have the 4 offensive moves, right? And with that Retribution, you'd actually be able to make use of that plus 50% damage and do some insane damage with the Riposte. So yeah, we're doing 10 to 21 on a character without protection. However, the Arbalest does 11 to 20, not even going last, she does 11 to 20 with way more crit chance and can bypass protection. And you don't have to use Emboldening Vapors twice. So yeah, well, we can kind of bypass protection too with the Crush debuff. But yeah, we almost dazed that Crusader. Sadly, we don't get the 50-50. I would have enjoyed the daze there, because I would have gotten some finish him synergy out of it, because dazed and minus protection means that finish him just go brr. but wishful thinking. Yeah, you really shouldn't play damage man-at-arms. It's just so underwhelming, so freaking underwhelming. And my opponent gets a crit too, so here comes that protection again. I could go for a pull. A pull will cause caltrops. I'm not too scared of caltrops, am I? I mean, not caltrops, bola, my bad. I could shoot the Higher Man too, but then there's a lot of healing. I'm gonna go for a pull onto this Arbalist. After she goes bola, I will have Sniper Shot, and hopefully with the Man-at-Arms offensive action, I will be able to just withstand the heals here and do enough damage anyway. So here comes the bola. Well, the Man-at-Arms is pretty tanky, so we do have that going for us. You also can't use Crush from position 3, by the way. Whoa, crit 60! Arbalest, what are you doing? That's one of the biggest Arbalest crits I've ever seen. Yeah, crit 60 without counting like emboldening vapors or anything. That was just all natural crit 60. Like crit once, crit twice, crit 3 times, and with the crit buffs and with going last, she just went nuts with that. So yeah, another fun thing about Man-at-Arms is that you cannot use Crush from positions 3 and 4, so it's kind of like Sniper Shot. You can't use it from positions 2 and 1, so they're like, they're synced twinsies. You can use this one from the back, you can use this one from the front, except Sniper Shot's actually epic, and Man-at-Arms Crush is garbage. So we will have to deal with that somehow. I'm just gonna drop a Rampart here on the Crusader. That's gonna kind of put me in harm's way, but it's not the end of the world. Right now I will... oh, actually, the point-blank shots, yeah, doesn't really accomplish too much. Good play, Shep. I was just too preoccupied about complaining on Crush to actually see that I did a good play there. It's pretty funny if you think about it. But yeah, the daze here doesn't really do too much for us, because even after we Sniper Shot, the heal is back, so it doesn't really accomplish too much. But I will still drop it, because if the Crusader goes for a heal, then he's not being offensive. If the Crusader goes for Zealous, then the Arbalest dies, which is good for me. And even if he goes for a heal, I will drop a Crush by the start of next round, and then the Arbalest should be dazed. Emphasis on should. It might not work, but I guess we don't get to see that, which is pretty sad. I wanted to give Crush like a lot of value, because getting a Crush daze on the Arbalest down to Death's Door would be really good, because she couldn't heal herself, right? So that's -1 healing character for my opponent. But sadly, that is not the case, and we just have to deal with having an upper character advantage, right? Well, it's not having to deal with that. It's actually a good thing. But yeah, I wanted to give Crush some extra value. Give me Abusive. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. That's not too bad though. I could go Rampart here. That would call... Oh, that would make me die on the spot, pretty much. Yeah, that would make me die on the spot. Not too good of an idea. Yeah, because after I Rampart, he goes position 2, and then there's point-blank shot, and boom. Goodbye, Man-at-Arms. The idea behind that was so I could shoot, but you'd probably just go point-blank shot, so it wouldn't make too much of a difference. And we do finally get the daze on that Crusader, so that's good, but it's not gonna accomplish too much right now. I'm gonna go bola here and just go for the death blow. Like, there's no other play you do right now. Actually, there was Sniper Shot. He moved forward. I'm playing too fast, but it's okay. We have the advantage. Because of the Man-at-Arms being the Man-at-Arms and doing well, and Crush Man-at-Arms actually being good, I wouldn't go that far. I would say that he did reasonably well. Only reasonably, though. Oh, one thing I can do right now, and I definitely will, is just mark Sniper Shot, and then it should be over. Yeah, in this sort of situation, you don't really want to risk getting a min roll with like 12 or something. You'd rather just get the crit, put the character down to 0, and then you still have a bounty hunter, so it's GG, right? Yeah, let's just do that, and this Iron Man won't be able to win, no matter how strong his riposte is. So we got to see a crit for 60 from the Arbalest, which is really epic, and now we might actually have her die here, because I don't want to go for the finish him for a 90% kill chance, because if I fail that, I might lose the game. And ironically, if I go for the finish him right now and I fail the 90 because there's extra death blow resistance, I will drop the Death Door from the riposte, and then the Arbalest could fail the death blow. I'd probably go for a heal, but she could fail the death blow. But yeah, instead of that, we're just gonna do this, and voila. We win the match with our bounty hunter. I don't really mind losing the Arbalest. You know, this isn't the base game. You can lose characters however much you want as long as you win the end of the match. Unless you're playing like one of those challenges, the Iron Man challenges, where every character you lose means -1 character and you have to win and take out all your opponent's characters. I should do that another time. I think the Iron Man challenge was really fun. Maybe refine it a little bit, because getting a snowball lead was, it was pretty oppressive. But yeah, let's go on for match number 2. Alright, and here we go again, and we're playing against Roman Games this time. I've never played against them before, and it looks like they're apprentice ranked, by the way, so yeah, but it looks like they have an eerily similar team to the previous opponent, though this one looks a touch better. I see suppressing fire on the Arbalest and no Bolas, so that's that's not too good. But we will maybe try not to abuse it too much. No Holy Lance on this Crusader either. This player came from the base game, like that's how you know. Having no abilities in case you get disrupted is how you know on the spot. But yeah, I'm just gonna drop the Emboldening Vapors on the Man-at-Arms, and this time we do have Retribution, but even though we have Retribution, our plan isn't really to just, you know, just Retribution command, it's just spam and be a Porcupine Man-at-Arms. We're not a Porcupine Man-at-Arms. The whole point of having Retribution is so maybe if the character is at Death's Door, I can get a Death's Door check-in, and have a Repulse on top, so that's really the idea behind this. Right now we do have some decent damage, so I will pull this Arbalest, put her in a little bit of a weird spot. If she wants to... Oh, Snuff is actually paying off. Would you look at that? How often does Snuff pay off? Well, 30% of the time, I guess. It's move resistance. Here comes the Duelist Advance. My Plague Doctor is eating some damage, but she's disposable, so I don't really mind that all that much. I could go for a Crush here on the Man-at-Arms. I mean, on the Crusader. There's a decent amount of protection on my opponent's side. Yeah. I could also Rampart. Oh, Rampart here is the best play. I will get Sniper Shot down to 0, but I'll just heal that and it'll be alright. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and that's why you bring Holy Lance on your Crusader. There is maybe one team, maybe 2 teams where you don't bring Holy Lance on your Crusader, which are those immortal teams, the teams that you really just don't care if you're in the back, he's just gonna heal and stress heal anyway. So yeah, those are like the 1-2 teams that you can not bring Holy Lance in. If you do not bring Holy Lance in your other teams, you're gonna get slammed to the back 95% of the time, so yeah. What I can do right now is still drop a Sniper Shot and then go for a heal the start of next round. I could do that. I could indeed do that. Who do I want to Sniper Shot here? Well, everyone, kind of. But I'm gonna Sniper Shot the Crusader. He's gonna be in a really rough spot right now, because he's just gonna have to move forwards into a Crush, most likely, and that's probably gonna drop him down to 0. I'm not gonna go for an immediate heal, because I'm hoping that Crush does 9 damage, but no, he actually decides to heal himself, so in that case I am going for an immediate heal. Unless I do enough damage with the Sniper Shot, but it is unlikely. It is a touch unlikely, but I'm still gonna go for it. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy here. My opponent heals and I attack. I do always get to go first, so I have a pretty good thing going on right now. Oh, my opponent just wants to trade. I think that's a bad idea, because you're trading a Plague Doctor for a Crusader. Like that is a negative trade every day of the week. But yeah, especially after I've already used Emboldening Vapors. I only used it once, which is sad, but yeah, I guess her name isn't Drop Emboldening twice then die, it's Drop Emboldening once and die, sadly. And trade, I guess, trade characters. That's good for me though, because now I will go for Retribution. Well, why will I go for Retribution here? Did you really just clear your 1 turn of mark? Oh boy, yeah, I'm not, yeah, the reason my opponent did that is that they thought they still had the mark there for 1 more round, but after you act with it twice, it's just gone. So yeah, the reason I go for Retribution here is so I can actually drop the Repulse, and we do minimum, you saw that there, 9 to 18. Sadly, without Shield Spike, your Repulse sucks, your Repulse is ass, but hopefully with the Emboldening Vapors and the Veteran's Gauntlet, it can still be slightly less than ass, you know, that's our plan anyway. I could drop a Mark for Death here, but then he'll just go Duelist Advance, so that's not too good for me. So instead, I will just drop... this is not great, because yeah, I either a pass for it, but I do want to daze him and I do want to put him in a weird spot, but oh, daze, please! Why isn't this just on melee attack hit daze, like, make it 80, and then with the extra 20, make it 100 that way. Like, 100 is pretty decent. Did my riposte seriously not do enough damage there? Oh, that sucks. Okay. If I go caltrips here... No, I have to heal first. Even if I heal, it's not great, but I will at least have a riposte in case my opponent does want to go for the death blow here, which is definitely the correct play. Oh, I do get to go first next round, so you are trading a character by doing this. So yeah, I am gonna go caltrips and then I'm gonna go finish him by the start of next round. So I will be up on the bleeds and I will be up on the HP amounts as well, because that Arbalist did just eat a pass from my man-at-arms. Of course, the bounty hunter won't eat a pass, because if you kill a character, you don't eat a pass from it, right? That wouldn't make sense. That would be pretty broken. That could be a trinket, actually. That could be like a repulse trinket. Like Martyr's Dagger or something. When you go down, you just take your opponents as well. I'm kind of thinking of that Call of Duty World at War perk, where I can't remember what you'd call it, but it was like martyrdom or something. And after you died, you dropped a grenade, and that perk was so oppressive that no matter what match you're playing, like what game mode you're playing, or no matter what map you were playing on, you would always, and I mean always, move away from the opponent that you just killed after you killed them, because they would probably have that perk. It was just so epic. So yeah, pretty fun Call of Duty reference there. So you're gonna need a sniper shot here, but it doesn't really hurt that much, thankfully. And right now I am gonna drop another bola to hopefully knock back that bounty hunter and put me in a good position as well. So we do have the advantage here, but nothing is guaranteed. I've come back from worse situations than what my opponent is in, and yeah, they can do that too. They can also come back, but failing that pull there is very unlucky. I guess there is no pull trinket on this bounty hunter. You always have the net if you don't have this trinket unlocked yet, if you don't have the grappling mitts unlocked. You always have the chance of using the net, but yeah. We are just gonna drop a finish him on the bounty hunter. Oh, I just realized Yarbles doesn't have bola. No, there's no way you win this. There's no way you win this. All I have to do is kill the corpse. Oh boy, this is nasty. Yeah, no, the Arbalist doesn't have any actions anymore. I can just heal with my Arbalist if you do anything. Oh, this is nasty. Yeah, this is why you always bring Bola. It's just, no matter what the team is with Arbalist, always bring Bola. Like, always, 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 always. Because right now, this is just terrible. And surrender from my opponent. So, is Crush Man-at-Arms good? Well, it makes for a pretty fun match against a kind of mediocre team, so there's that. And yeah, I think that's about as good as you can make Crush Man-at-Arms. You could also go like way crazier than what I did and just do like, let me see. Actually, you can't really command buff yourself for the crush damage. I was thinking like you use command buffs to do more damage while guarded and then use crush for that, but that doesn't really work out too well. So maybe there's other ways you could do this, but I think if you want to do Crush Man-at-Arms, this is probably the way. You could also run a Jesser, it would probably be better than having the Plague Doctor here, probably a lot better, but then the Man-at-Arms kind of doesn't do enough damage and that wouldn't be fun to watch. So yeah, anyway, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.